Finland, Egypt, Romania and Russia. Yeah, around 50 countries in total. At first I wanted it to be like a travel journal with a collection of songs inspired by traveling. Then I figured that everyone's journey would be different, so I decided to leave more space for people to explore themselves, and hopefully we will meet somewhere in between. I don't think about you now, I'm glad that I have found myself, yeah. I'll find a way. I've always chased after freedom, but when I came back from all that traveling, I found my freedom had ended and was stuck with reverse culture shock, a struggle which took me a long time to overcome. These feelings, stories, and voices often revolve in my head. The best way to get them out is through songwriting. I had to work with limited resources, and being a designer helps. The cover, for example, I wanted the texture, but to save cost, I didn't use any glue. I limited it to just one color. I love something that has a personal touch on it because each one is unique and I get to hold and send my love before they go to their new owners. I don't think I've asked you this. What made you decide to help me complete the album?
I really liked what I was hearing, obviously. I've always been like moving around since when I was young and blah blah blah, so that was very relatable to me, and the things that I imagined that it can work, it just worked. The best examples always for me is Bittersweet. When I just added the piano repetition motifs, like just running at the back, constantly on the loop, even like vocoder stuff as well, like it just matched with the song. Yeah, and that's because your songs were carrying like that much amount of like expressive messages. It was so easily delivered like to the other collaborators. It's always the core message that's in the song, in my opinion. Like that was what made your song like so inspiring, like to work on, you know. You had a great idea, which was to put an interlude that describes the songs more. Your explanation was very scenic. It just painted like the soundscapes together. And when I played like this one riff on like my synth, I could see that you were really in the zone, like, oh yeah, this is the one that I was like looking for. Also very cliche as it sounds, you grabbed your pen and your notepad and like, you know, you started to write like your lyrics on it. While you were doing that, I was working on the rest of the song. Yeah, and I think we finished the song like in like a single day, right?
Yeah, and having similar mindset and goal made the whole process flow so naturally. It's amazing that we can connect through music, as music speaks more for itself than the communication that is available.
Yeah, that's the amazing part, yeah. Even though it can be very vague, it just speaks louder.
My dad passed away not long after I started producing the album. He was the one who encouraged me to travel as far as I can. Since young, he was super against me playing music. But towards the end, he saw my determination and accepted me as I am. Producing this album was very much like traveling. It's taking the time to heal and to rediscover myself. When Excursion was launched, it hit #1 on iTunes. A song got into a Spotify playlist, and a couple were recommended by the editor of Street Voice. I'm really grateful for Dae and friends who contributed. Also, this wouldn't be possible without the support from my family and people who appreciate my music. Without much expectation, I toured with my band and did some solo shows in Malaysia and Taiwan. In 3 months, I played 14 shows and made new friends with similar passions. All these milestones mean so much to me. 谢谢。 To be free, many things have to fall into place. I need to be doing the right things at the right city with the right culture and the right people. Or that I'd be free from sorrow if my dad was still around. But life happens, and I can't be in control all the time. I realized that true freedom doesn't come externally, but rather internally. From trying to understand and accept myself, live simply, and being content wherever I am. I won't claim that I figured everything out, but for now, I'm liberated just by doing what I'm meant to do, which is to keep making music and see where it goes from here.